Joyhdae.
Ryan. Virgo season. To my little cousins down in Atlanta that planned a trip, this cruise without me, talking about family trip and kikiing and ha 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 and on Facebook. Count your days. Count your days.
I
I'm
was
just
not.
saying. I'm just saying.
I
Because
have no
where was
words.
my
I wasn't
invite
expecting
today?
you to.
Where was my invite? Where was my invite? Where was my sister's invite? I understand y'all went from Atlanta, but guess what? I got money and there's planes that fly in the sky. I could have got there. I could have got there. There's no excuse. Your days are numbered. Mark my words. Mark my words. All right. Hi, how
Wow.
you doing? How
We
you doing
came in
today?
hot. We are coming in hot today. All right.
Talking about
Okay.
talking about, oh, it was just a test to see if anybody was gonna show up. Meanwhile, everybody showed up. Even their mother, my aunties with their damn thighs out. Like, y'all are too old, ma'am. Y'all too old. What are you doing?
First of all, leave your
having
aunties alone. Let them
ha-
live their best
Having
lives.
their best life on the damn boat and then getting off the boat and walking around the Bahamas talking about, I wasn't even smiling that hard. Yes, you was. I have the proof. I have the proof. Mark
Seeing
you,
the
mark
whole,
my
seeing
mark
the
my words.
whole front, seeing the from the front to the back, from the
You
rooter
know
to
who
the
I'm
tutor
talking
of the
about.
mouth.
You know who I'm talking
I,
about.
I saw,
Your turn up friend.
I
Yeah.
saw, I
You saw.
saw.
You see what I'm saying. You see
I
what I'm
said, "Oh,
saying.
they're having fun."
Oh,
I love
okay.
a good cruise. I do say,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, they're having fun."
You know when I found out? When you found out. And why should I find out when you found out? I'm telling
That's
you
true.
today. I'm telling you
That's true.
today.
We are
Mark,
coming in hot.
mark, mark my words. Your days are numbered. All right. Wait till I touch down in Atlanta. Wait.
Oh, okay, y'all. Y'all mark his words, because
All right. All
oof,
right.
came in a little hot. I have to say though, keeping up with the hotness.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to my friend Brent, who has been listening to the
Yo,
podcast
shout
from the
out to Brent.
beginning,
Shout out to
because he has piqued my curiosity to go back and to re-listen to some of our older episodes. And we were unhinged. I
Unhinged
don't
today.
know what was going on, but there was a level of pure chaos that I don't know what we were on, but we were on something,
You
because
know
I
what?
just
You know
listened.
what we were on? You know what we on? You were this was your bonnet days. This was before we was on
That's
camera and you
true.
had your bonnet
That's
on. Your
true.
bonnets and your moo-moos. That's what was
Yeah,
going on.
that's I had to be. I was comfortable. I was comfortable because I literally just listened to an episode called "No Vab Zone." Why were we talking about vabbing? First of all, why did you bring it up? Like, that episode was
Woo!
so unhinged.
Oh my
So
god.
unhinged. We were just like, so shout out to Brent, because you are taking it back and we've come a long way.
That was the early day. That was what? Almost 2 years ago, no?
Yeah, that was the early
That's
days. Like,
crazy.
that was like in the
Wow.
beginning. Like,
Mm.
wild.
For
Like,
all of
wow.
y'all
We
that's
were
been with us
wild.
from the beginning, love y'all down to the ground.
Yeah.
And for all the new people that's going back and hitting us with the nostalgia, we appreciate you. Oh man, wow, we've come a long way, but
Just
kind of want to go back there actually, because
a little. No, I'm not gonna hold you. I laughed as though it wasn't me. Like, I was thoroughly tickled by that episode. So now I'm like, how do we bring that back? Just a little bit, not too much.
we gonna figure it. We gonna
Not too
figure it
much,
out.
but just a little
You
bit,
like my
because
hat
wow.
today? You like my hat? You like my hat?
Dad Gang, designed by
My sis,
dads.
my sister got it for me for Father's Day. I'm very
That is a
excited.
really cute hat.
I, I really like it.
There's something going around now where I've seen a lot of younger Black men who are like first time fathers giving advice to uh other Black men who may be becoming fathers in like the near future. And it's just
Okay.
like, shout out to Black men and just shout out to Black dads, because y'all are really doing y'all thing. And as someone who grew up semi-fatherless, like, it's dope to see. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Like, y'all are
mm.
really doing y'all thing. So
Yo,
shout
I
out to
mean,
y'all.
I finished up my oldest graduated. She's heading to middle school. Got her phone and her wallet with her debit card and her keys. And yeah, I'm there. About to take her on this surprise trip. That was a little ASMR for y'all because she's back in the room over there. I can't have her here. But
Now we giving up ASMR. We doing everything.
Yeah, so it's been interesting. I took them on the last day of school to go see Inside Out 2. Jade, let me tell you, I enjoyed that movie more than they did. It was so
It's on
good.
my list. It's
It
on my
was
list.
so good.
I may go see it next weekend.
It was so good. It's for those that don't know, Inside Out is a Disney movie made by Pixar. And it's an animated movie about the emotions of people. And
Hmm.
this is the main character. All the little characters are the emotions from her, and so now she's grown up to be a teenager, and she has extra
Oh, extra.
emotions. Oh, it's too good. The first
Let
one
me
was
tell you
good.
something.
This one was gooder.
Because I was about to say, gooder. Inside Out 1 had me in my feelings. No pun intended. Like
uh
I was
yeah,
all over the place. So
yeah,
I already know Inside Out 2 is gonna
yeah,
make it even more.
yeah,
So I need to emotionally prepare myself
yeah.
because it looks like it's probably gonna be like a solo date for me, another one of my movie solo dates.
Mm-hmm.
And in case somebody sits next to me, I don't want to cry the way that I would if I was in the comfort of my own home at peace.
Yeah, I definitely had an
So
emotional kind of a moment at the end, and I turned over and looked at my daughter, and she was just like, "Can I use my phone now?" Like it was one of those. It was one of those things. So I don't
shout
know.
out to you because
I
you're
don't know.
raising emotionally aware and emotionally intelligent children. Us who have these emotional ass reactions did not have that type of upbringing. And so now this movie brings that all to the forefront.
It was too
So
good. It was too good. I'm mad because my therapist canceled my session for next week because next week is when we're going on that trip, and I'm not talking to you on the trip because you're supposed to be having a good time. So she she canceled my session, but I was definitely about to talk to her about Inside Out next week. It was too good. It was too
so
good.
wait a minute. Does that mean we're not recording next week? Does that mean we're not getting an episode the week after?
Oh shoot.
Because if so, this is a good time to announce that. Because
I guess I'm just realizing that right now, honestly.
as you were talking, I'm like, wait a minute. So y'all heard it here first. Breaking news. We just broke it to ourselves, actually. There will not be an episode next week. Okay. Ryan is out
um,
in the streets.
let's see what
Don't
we can
take your
do.
equipment. Don't
Don't
take your equipment with you.
mm,
Enjoy the time with your family. Your
mm,
kids deserve
all
it. They
right.
only have,
All right.
like, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ryan, this time is not my fault. Okay. The last two times has been my fault.
But
This
guess what?
time,
Guess what? I informed the people. You didn't inform the people. I'm just saying.
it
I'm
slipped
just
my
saying.
mind. It slipped my mind. Okay. First of all, also, by the time y'all see this, I
Uh-huh.
may or may not be on Fox News tonight. Or not tonight, but the night that we're recording this
Listen.
episode.
Listen.
Because
Somebody
only to
outside.
me, honestly, and I wasn't supposed to be. This is why I stay my ass in the house. Um, I went into the office today because I had to do something, and on my way home, someone stopped me and asked me if I wanted to be interviewed. And because I'm a personality, I said yes. Lo and behold, it was somebody from
Oh
Fox
man.
News interviewing me about the presidential debate that took place on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you right now, I looked like nothing. Okay. I had on biker shorts, that Beyonce Jolene tee,
Mm.
my Fendi body bag. Like I was just looking regular. You know, I didn't look like I
Look
had it all
regular.
together.
Just a little Fendi crossbody bag.
Cross,
Just a little
whatever.
just a little Fendi, you know.
Regular.
Just a
I was
little
looking at some,
regular. I told
some
y'all rich auntie, but y'all don't want to believe me.
with some flowers in my
You know,
hand
the rich
because I
people,
like to treat myself.
they don't be going too crazy. They just kind of be on the quiet luxury. You know what I mean? You
You know
know,
what's
that's how they do.
crazy?
That's how they
Before we
do.
get back to that story, one time my cousin was like, we were going out, and she was like, "What are you wearing?" And I said, "I'm casual." And she was like, "Now, what's your casual? Because your casual could be a pair of Gucci mules
Facts.
or
Facts.
some like old ass thing." Whenever I see that text message, because I save it, it cracks me up
Facts.
because facts. So anyway, I don't know what they thought, but you know, I am a black woman walking the streets of New York near Port Authority. So I'm assuming they didn't
Right.
have very high expectations of me and what my
Mm.
thoughts were going to be.
Caught the wrong one today. They,
Oh, did they?
they caught the wrong
Oh,
one
did
today.
they? Um, so they basically asked me my thoughts on the presidential debate last night. I basically made my stance known on everything that happens last night between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. I also just wanted to let the Fox audience know that Donald Trump is a convicted felon. I don't care
Mm.
how you slice it.
Plain and
And they
simple.
didn't really like that. So I might, if they don't cut it, because I was not what they expected, I might be on Fox News tonight. Y'all may be seeing me drop some clips because I'm famous now. Like, what do you mean? I'm on national television. Like, what? Okay.
Speaking about being outside, I was outside last night during the debates. So the debate, I should say. So I didn't see it like live and direct. I saw
Mhm.
like clips and stuff, but I was outside celebrating my good friend Dante's birthday, and I was outside in
Whoop,
a
whoop.
t-shirt that I designed with Vance. It says Kanye doesn't like space people. Man, the amount of times I got stopped for this shirt. I really need to start selling some merch today.
It's
Just
crazy
saying.
because I almost wore that shirt today while
Mm,
walking. But I was like, I'm gonna save that for a day when I have like when I'm hitting high traffic areas because it was like an
that's
early
right.
morning in and out.
That's right.
Um, and first of all, I'm slow because the first time I got it, I thought it was in the statement was in the front of the shirt, and I
Hmm.
put it on,
Hmm.
and I'm like, this don't
This
fit.
don't feel right. It
This
don't
don't
feel right.
feel right.
Nope. Nope.
This don't feel good.
All up in the jugular right here.
But I did use it to take a picture in because I needed that statement to kind of be seen. But yeah, that is a dope shirt.
Only other shirt that I get stopped for more is my Avatar: The Last Airbender T-shirt. Oh my god!
And gang.
When I tell you,
And gang.
Joyhdae, I can't even walk the streets. You talking about celebrity? Celebrity right here. Dad gang celebrity right here. I love that tea. But anyway, let's
All
get
right,
to it.
so
Let's
let's
get
get
to it.
this is an Am I the asshole for you specifically?
Oh
Am I
boy.
the asshole for making
Yes.
a dad joke? You already said yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, my stepdaughter Madeline was about a year old when I married her mother Jessica. Madeline's father died before she was born. Madeline is currently 15 and she's rebelling for almost everything. She did something bad, so while picking her up, I set a punishment for her. Then she said, "You're not my dad. I don't have to follow you." Honestly, I got a bit hurt by that. But
Mm,
I understand that she didn't mean it and that she'd probably change. I just replied, "I'm still your legal guardian for the next 3 years, and as long as you're in my house, you have to follow my rules." That happened about 2 days ago. So our family was going grocery shopping when Madeline said, "I'm hungry. I need food." I decided to be extremely cheeky and said, "Hi, hungry. I'm not your dad." My son started to laugh uncontrollably. My
mm,
daughter was just quiet with embarrassment, and my wife was
mm,
berating me not
mm,
to stoop down to her level. I
mm,
honestly thought it was a funny dad joke, and so does, and my son agrees. So am I the
mm.
asshole?
Yes. That's a clear yes for me. Uh First of all, again with the am I the assholes from London because cheeky, who says that here? Who says
That's
that?
where my heart is. My heart is in London. My
Mm-hmm.
heart is across the pond.
Sure. But yeah, a young son, teen, preteen, whatever, is gonna laugh at nonsense. That's just what they're gonna do. But this is a teenage girl. I just told y'all I went to see Inside Out 2. Big emotions, all that stuff. There's no reason for you as a grown adult with your brain fully developed to stoop to that level. Like it's like, first of all, another thing my mom always told me is you don't make jokes about like food and stuff like that. Like that's not something that you really joke about. So yes, you are the asshole. You should have never responded that way. I wouldn't. But yeah, that's how I feel.
I agree with you. I think that as an adult, you should know better.
Yeah, yeah,
Like a
yeah.
15-year-old is going to say out of pocket things. They're going
Facts.
to push those buttons. They're going to be wildly
Hurt your
disrespectful
feelings
at times. They're
for
going to
sure,
hurt your feelings.
for sure.
As an adult, you should know how to maneuver. You should know how to kind of nip that in the butt without being an asshole. And you were an asshole because one, she probably already feels some sort of way because her birth dad has passed
Right,
away.
right.
You are her stepfather, and in a lot of relationships in that it's hard to navigate, where you stand in a newly formed family. So you saying something like that was just wholly inappropriate and out of
Holy.
pocket.
Yeah.
um
Yeah. And a lot of what comes off as like anger is really to cloak like sadness
yeah,
and, things like that. So, I think this was the opportunity for you to reach her in a different way and not joke around about it. So now at this point, you're just pushing her further and further away. That's not nice.
I agree. Moving on to Black people's jobs that they shouldn't have. Jonathan Majors received an award
Oh, I thought you was
this
going
week.
someplace else. I
No,
thought you
I'm
was
going
going
with
someplace else.
I'm going.
Oh boy, Jonathan Majors. All right.
Why does Hollywood Unlocked have an awards ceremony? First of all,
This is the
I
question.
understand. I
This
just
is the question.
I have questions about this. What has Hollywood Unlocked contributed to the lexicon
Oh God.
that tells anybody that Jason Lee in this franchise of his should be giving out awards to people. Okay. I don't know if this is their first year. I really don't follow Jason Lee. I really don't
Right.
follow Hollywood Unlocked.
Right.
Because trash. But it came across my timeline that Jonathan Majors received, so it's called the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards, and he received the Perseverance Award last week.
He persevered. Oh gosh, this is not even the funniest part of the story, Joyhdae, for me.
Okay, so
But I feel like before you continue, I feel like I heard something about Jason Lee running for office or something like that.
I wouldn't be
Like
surprised.
actual office. Also, I heard that Jason Lee is like 98 years old. Like he's actually mad old. Like
Yeah, he's
50s,
old.
like or like
He's
something like that,
old.
late
He's an
40s,
older
early
gentleman.
50s,
Let me
something
see
like
how
that.
old
I
he
didn't
is.
know.
Now I gotta see how old he is.
I didn't know.
Let's see, age. 46.
Oh, okay. I mean, not as
He's a
old, but
46-year-old man.
I would
But
think that somebody
he's
like
too
this would have
old.
been like, yeah, younger.
He's too old to be doing this.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jonathan Majors received this award in Beverly Hills, where he spoke in a 17-minute long speech, which, why? He spoke about his experiences as a Black man in the criminal justice system. He acknowledged his imperfections and the need for perseverance. He expressed gratitude to supporters like Will Smith and Tyler Perry, and he shared a heartfelt message to his daughter, Ella. The award was presented by none other than America's favorite fraud auntie, Ayanla Van Zant, whom I have personal beef with because my friend Javon has personal beef with Ayanla because Van Zant is not Ayanla's real last name. She done stole my friend's last name, so it's always on site for Van Zant, Ayanla, whenever I see her.
Oh my God.
She held him in her great auntie bosom that she's known to do for Black people when they get all up in arms, and embraced him.
This was some Virgo tomfoolery. I keep telling y'all all the time, we are a polarizing bunch. These two Virgos together for Jason Lee, I couldn't put this together. And like I'm guessing you're getting to the point that I'm really like flabbergasted by, because like I just didn't understand why she was the person chosen and she was the person that agreed to hand him this award.
I don't know her reason, so share her reason.
She said, as a person that has been abused, that was in an abusive relationship for 9 years, I think it was, she said, she's the perfect person to give this abuser this award for persevering and moving forward, because we all need we all need a new shot at life, or like second chances and all that stuff. That's super weird to me. That is super weird to me. Like,
this is who
why?
y'all want to save y'all lives or fix y'all lives.
I'm just trying to understand. Like,
that literally makes absolutely no sense.
as someone,
I was abused,
she literally said,
as an abuser,
yes.
It's perfect for me to present this award to an abuser, because abusers deserve to persevere and move on. No, they deserve hell, Ayanla. They are abusive. What are we doing?
What, like, I'm trying to understand what he persevered. Like, what adversity did he have? Like, he didn't actually get any real like punishment for this. He's
not going to like.
There was absolutely no punishment.
Like, let's be 100% clear here. Okay, so he's no longer part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm sure he will be in a Tyler Perry Cinematic Universe movie sooner than later, where y'all will forgive him and forget.
No, he's working actually, right now.
He secured a lead role in a new project called Merciless. So again, what did he persevere against? I'm just trying to understand.
That's the thing she said. She said he deserves grace and mercy. I'm sorry. You just said merciless. I'm sorry. You couldn't make this up. You can't make this up.
We can't. You
can't
can't
make this up. But like I was, the fact that we even talking about this, I'm flabbergasted by that, because why are we talking about Jason Lee in this made up awards? Like 17 minutes. talking for 17 minutes to accept an award. We already know this is a fraud award show. Like, what are we talking about?
Listen, that's why we had to bring it up, because what are we doing? As I stated in a couple episodes back, what are we on?
What we on? What we on?
Because this don't make
2024.
the fact that Hollywood Unlocked has an award show that people show up to, and like, for lack of a better word, Jonathan Majors was, and probably he was an A-list actor who's now probably like a B, C-list actor, right? Based on this like controversy.
Right.
That he decided that as I step back, set my foot back into the public eye,
Right.
Jason Lee and Hollywood Unlocked are the avenue in which I'm going to take.
I mean, what other
Fire
avenue
your
was he going to get?
publicist.
What other
None.
avenue was he going
Sit
to
your
get?
ass down and wait until your movie Merciless comes out and you have
Right.
to make rounds. Because
Right.
the minute you mess up, Jason Lee is going to have your face plastered on his Instagram, calling you everything but a child of God.
Listen.
This was just an opportunity for Jonathan Majors to get picked up in a newspaper and for people like us to talk about his otherwise unknown award ceremony.
Listen, I'm blaming Virgos for 2024. 2024 is off the rails because of Virgos. Because Cat Williams started off this damn year, and look at what we have going on, and we're not even fully halfway through the year yet. Look at what's going on.
I'm gonna need Cat Williams to shut that Pandora's box, because I'm tired. Okay, I am tired. I don't know what voodoo he is on, but I need him to shut that box, because we ain't been right since that Shannon Sharp interview.
I'm also very excited about 2024 because a lot of stuff is coming up. My Olympics, my beloved Olympics is coming up this summer. US Open tennis is all of that stuff is happening this summer. I got Missy in August. I got Usher in September. I got my solo trip in September. Like, this is the year of Ryan. This is the year of the Virgos. Do you understand, Joyhdae? For the good and the bad. This is gonna be great. What a great year.
Well, can the last half of this just be calm? Do you know what I mean? Can everybody stop acting a fool? Speaking of acting a fool, M.I.A. has a fashion line coming out.
You coming in hot today. Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness.
I just need y'all to understand that this fashion line is inspired by conspiracy theories and designed to protect wearers from electromagnetic waves, including those from 5G technologies. Old girl is selling a real life tinfoil hat to shield from 5G waves. Okay,
I'm sorry.
Boxers that claim to protect testosterone and boost fertility. Phone cases that block Wi-Fi and data signals. How are you supposed to use your phone?
How are you supposed to use the phone?
How are you supposed to use your phone, y'all?
I'm sorry. She got a coat to block waves from the babies for pregnant women. She said what inspired her to make this line was that when she realized that the human brain can be hacked. So she was like, that's the jumping point. That was the springboard for her to, start all of this stuff, So she's blocking us from all of that, you got to commend the lady for her ingenuity, Joyhdae. You got to commend her.
I'm not commending her for shit. I cannot believe that in the year 2024, when there's all kinds of actual research that can be done, we have somebody selling a legitimate tinfoil hat and a phone case for your cell phone that blocks Wi-Fi and data signals.
I'm just trying to understand, even if this worked, what happens when you take it off to shower or something like that? Like, at some point, you're going to be exposed to whatever you're trying to protect yourself from. What is going on here? I don't get it.
You wear it in the shower, man. You never take it off.
You wear it in the shower. I get it.
You never take it off.
I get it.
You ain't know the waves. Like, that's why it's called electromagnetic waves, because waves have to do with the water, and the water doesn't penetrate the hat. So when you take the hat off, then it would still penetrate the waves.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You see what I'm saying?
All right. So for the boxes part, right? Okay, great. Perfect example for these boxes that I'm never taking off. How am I supposed to use the equipment inside the boxes if I'm never taking it off?
I don't know what the boxes look like because honestly, once I saw tinfoil hat, I said, never mind me because I can't.
Trying to
Okay.
understand. I'm just trying
So
to
I'm gonna
understand.
assume that the boxes have like a little slit, and you probably just kind of open that up, and then you do the deed, and then you
But
slide it back in.
it's still gonna be exposed as soon as
You're
you gotta
not, but when you open
do
it
your
up, you
things.
like you slide right in. You know what I
Uh
mean? Like you're not
uh
no warm up, nothing. Just
but
slide right in with the
once you
boxes.
slide right in, you just stay there. You
You
don't there's
stay
no
there, and
movement.
then
And then
right, and then
the other person is also supposed to wear the coat. And so you
yeah,
in a
she wears the
cocoon
coat so you can
in a
protect. Boom, you're in a
oh
cocoon
I
now.
see,
See what I'm
I
saying?
see. I got
And
you.
then
All
while
right.
both of you are still connected in the
Connected
cocoon,
in
right?
unity. I see what you're
In the
saying. And
cocoon, y'all
all
go
right,
to the
all right.
shower
Okay.
with y'all tinfoil hats
Okay,
on.
all right. The
You see what
water
I'm
that
saying?
never touches,
Exactly.
it's just
Exactly.
symbolic because in theory, we cleaning ourselves from the 5G signals. You see, there it is. That's it.
Because we're not really dirty. You know what I mean? It's not, that don't even really
It's
exist.
the 5G signals that make us
Because
dirty. And if
soap,
we don't
you
got no
ain't
5G
realize.
signals,
You see what I'm saying?
listen.
Because
All right.
they putting the little things in the soaps. When you really rub that on your body, it's also penetrating with the 5G wave. So you don't even really need to use soap no more. Feel what I'm saying? See, Cash
Today,
understood.
we got to record earlier in the day. This is this is too much today. And we didn't even finish yet. We're nowhere close. I didn't even get no dad jokes off. Nothing. We didn't even
Um,
get there yet. Damn.
she also, before we move on from her, so she
Uh-huh.
introduced this on Alex Jones's InfoWars show,
Of
which
course she did.
he's
Of course she
bankrupt.
did.
He got to sell his whole entire livestock because of the stuff that he did for
He
accusing
can't.
the
There's
parents
no
and the
way he's gonna be
families.
able to pay that. No way
Oh
he's
no,
gonna be able to pay that.
he's this show about to go offline because these Sandy Hook parents is coming for everything. They not letting up,
Everything. Give
and
me
they don't.
everything.
They want
Even
the
your
mic.
M.I.A. boxes. Give
I
me
was about
all
to
of
say,
it.
even they coming for his tinfoil hat, all of it. They want all of it, and they deserve it. Do you hear me? And apparently, the
Oh
prices range
God.
from $50 to $400. Listen,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
if you spend money on anything that M.I.A. is putting out in this collection, you deserve everything bad that happens to you. Okay, when y'all find out that tinfoil hat actually shrinks your brain and you end up with some sort of, you deserved it. Okay, when you realize that whatever they told you was
Listen.
in them boxes, the boost testosterone and fertility really just depletes your sperm cell count, you deserve it. Because what are we doing?
Listen, spoiler alert, but not really because you should have already watched the show. One of my favorite shows of the past few years was Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul, the brother in that show was schizophrenic, and he used to cover his whole house in tinfoil for this exact reason. But he was actually mentally ill. What are we calling her? I'm
She's
just trying
mentally
to
ill.
Okay. All right.
She's
I didn't
mentally ill.
say it.
She believes
I
it.
can't, I'm not a medical professional, so I can't say
I'm
it. But
I'm
I'm
not a
just letting
medical
you know.
professional
Just letting you know.
either, but there's no way that anybody who thinks this is working with a full set of anything up here. I'm sorry. Okay, is no, you're not. You're not.
and
Okay,
if you are the only person that survives the zombie apocalypse and then you end up on Mars, I'm glad you're there by yourself. Good for you. Thank you.
with nobody else. Like, please.
All
Since
right.
we're talking about the ludicrous and the absolutely ridiculous, George Santos started an OnlyFans page. Now, let me
Oh, I
tell you
thought
how
you was
this is
about to talk about
ridiculous.
ludicrous for some reason. I don't know. You just said
Because I
ludicrous.
said something because I
All right.
said
Yeah.
ludicrous.
George Santos. Go ahead.
Now, George Santos had the audacity and the gall to get on Elon Musk's app and say, I'm giving y'all what y'all been asking for. Nobody asked for this, George.
Janae, you didn't hear him in the Tinder. Like,
No,
listen, I gotta see your foiled
no,
boxes. You didn't say that. You didn't tell him that.
not a soul asked for this, George. Okay? Not a soul. Okay?
I gotta.
Nobody.
You didn't tell him you needed to see him in and out of his
I,
foiled
no,
boxes.
no. I did not.
You didn't pay for a
No,
cameo.
absolutely not. I should pay for a cameo for him for this episode, and get him to pub it
Promote.
out, promote it. That's the word I'm looking for. In a Twitter post, he said that he promises to give full behind the scene access to his activities, clarifying that this page will not contain adult content. What
Mm.
behind the scene activity, sir? You were no longer in the house of anything. You were no longer representing anybody. TikTok is free. Just sign up for TikTok, sir. If we wanted behind, what?
But he can't make $4 or $5. How often do they pay for these things? Per month or per week or per
So
day?
he has a monthly subscription, which is
Okay.
$30 a month.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 3-month bundle that is $80.97.
Mm.
Why?
Mm,
I don't know. I don't know what the
mm.
significance of 89. I don't know if that's some racist trope or
He
what,
said
but 80,
for
97.
less than your average cup of Starbucks per day,
Yes.
you can see
Yes.
me in all of my glory. That's what he said.
Yes.
That's what he
Yes.
said, you know?
And all my fully clothed gory. Now, this is another convict, or another felon, because he hasn't been convicted yet, but he is facing 23 federal charges at the moment, including wire fraud and money laundering, with a trial
Facts.
set for September.
Is it the Bling Bishop judge? Cause he going away for 10 years. Just, we want the Bling Bishop judge. That's who we want.
Yo,
Oh, right.
I
What's
just
going on with you
what
today?
is going on with the world? What is going on with the world?
Oh,
I
what else you got today? Because
okay.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this episode.
Before we get to the meat of the episode, which is going
I
to be
see
the
what you did there.
absolutely
I see what you did there, Joyhdae. You
which
ain't
is
low.
going to be
You ain't low. All right.
which is going to be the absolutely ridiculous presidential debate. People are upset because Forbes released their top 50 hip hop artists of all time.
Oh, I'm not reading lists no more. Don't make no sense.
I'm gonna give you the top 10.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
10 Biggie, 9 Nicki Minaj, 8 Kanye, 7 Tupac, 6 Drake, 5 J Cole, 4 Eminem, 3 Nas, 2 Kendrick Lamar, and 1 the GOAT Jay-Z. Now, apparently, Jay-Z being number 1 on this list had people up in arms. As the president and CEO of Jay-Z is the greatest hip hop artist of all time fan
Mm-hmm.
club,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let y'all know that you can stay mad because this list, number 1's not wrong. I don't care about anybody 2 and low. Number 1 is not wrong. Okay, it's not wrong. And I'm gonna tell you why 1 is not wrong. Because I
Uh-huh.
think y'all think that because you may not be familiar with Jay-Z's music, that your favorite rapper's favorite rapper is not familiar
Isn't
with Jay-Z's
mm,
music. Okay.
mm.
Every record label is praying that their next hip hop artist is a Jay-Z. Okay. They are praying that he is. The reason some of your favorite under 21 or under 30 rappers are rapping right now is because their parents are prayed that their kid would be Jay-Z.
All
Okay?
right now.
Not
Yes.
anybody else. Jay-Z. Okay? Be mad, but they're not wrong.
Preach, Pastor. Preach.
I'm
Preach.
just, I'm going to put, I'm going to, okay? Just letting y'all know. Y'all can be mad, but facts are facts. Because
Yeah.
nobody in hip hop has done
Yeah.
what Jay-Z has been able to do from
Yeah.
from an artist standpoint to where he is now. Be mad, but
I
it's
figured
facts.
I figured I'm gonna protect my blood pressure. I'm gonna stop reading these lists because it's just meant to rile people up. And I don't
Mhm.
have time to argue like I'm in my 20s anymore. I'm not a spring chicken. Y'all can have that, but we all know what the truth is, and that's that. Here's what it is.
So
Okay,
here's
Forbes.
some of the so this is some of the things that people are upset about. Jay-Z, I mean, people on Twitter are really upset about Jay-Z, but they can barely read, so that's that. Kendrick Lamar at number 2. He was praised for his artistic integrity and impact, though some people argue it's too high for an artist still in his career's prime. Drake at number 6, Nicki at 9, controversial due to perceived overemphasis on commercial success over artistic influence. J. Cole at number 5, some seen as too high, especially above Drake and Tupac. Notable omissions or low placements. Rakim at 14, which he is honestly one of my also top
Right.
5 rappers. Lauryn Hill not in the top 20.
Mm-hmm.
Andre 3000 ranked with Outkast at 22, not individually. Lil Wayne at number 27, Cardi at 36, and Megan at 46.
This may be an unpopular opinion, but was never a big fan of Tupac. Is Tupac considered to be one of the greatest rappers because of his rapping ability or his impact? I've always asked that question. People never really give me a good answer to that one. But to put his talent up against Biggie's talent, I can't understand how anybody is going back and forth. Oh my gosh, who's better? Which one is better? Because if we're just talking about rap ability, there's no question that it's the East Coast rapper. Like, it doesn't make any sense that they would have Pac like up there with
Right.
lyricism. Like, as a poet, sure, maybe. I just don't see him to be like, as far as rapper like rapidy raps. I don't know. I've
Not
never seen
rapidy
it. I've
raps.
never seen it. I've never seen it. But
I'm
that's
not
my
gonna hold you.
unpopular opinion.
I'm not gonna hold you. Tupac was just fun for me to look at.
Good for you.
And I enjoyed some of his songs. I think it's a regional thing.
Mm.
Biggie, I related to. I thought Biggie was just Biggie. You know what I mean?
Biggie
Like
was
it was just something about.
clever.
Yeah,
Like
like he was
Biggie,
clever. Like
if
it
you
was.
listen to his raps, Biggie was clever,
You
yo.
know what I was thinking about? This has nothing to do with any of the topics of conversation right now, but kind of. I was thinking about how different things would have been if Biggie had not been murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my mind, I see him leaving Bad Boy and ending up on Rockefeller somehow because of like him and Jay's closeness and what that would have looked like.
I don't even know if hip hop. I don't know. The world that we know right now would not exist if he,
You
like, because
know?
that literally shifted everything, really,
Yeah, no,
honestly.
it did. No, it
So
truly did.
so
I
who
don't
knows?
understand Lauryn Hill not being in the top 20. Makes no sense. Um, Andre 3000, love him, but I mean, okay. I just know that my goat is where he needs to be,
Well, that's all we
and
need
that
to
was
talk
all
about.
that.
That's
That's
it.
all that mattered
And
to me.
my unpopular opinion, I let it be known, it's on wax, as they say. Y'all could come back to this episode and rewind and play it over and over again. It does well for our numbers, and I appreciate you for arguing with me about that. I can't hear you, so we good. All right, cool. Uh,
Before we get to the main topic of discussion today, your
oh
sister
God.
sent us something. There's two things. First of all, Asia, I'm gonna need you to get off the internet because you sent us some wild shit, and I don't know what's going on in the world, but my Virgo brain cannot handle all of this.
Yeah,
Okay.
word.
First one being she told us something about people finding very rubbery, like almost elastic,
Listen,
bendable
Joyhdae.
watermelon.
Listen.
So
Listen.
Ryan and I decided we was gonna go take a look. And
Disturbing.
I'm happy I
Disturbing.
don't like watermelon. Everything that every fruit that I saw in the video that I perused
Oh
that
God.
people were finding that was
Mm-mm.
oddly textured or acting a fool are fruits that I personally dislike.
Mm.
Watermelon, I saw something with an avocado, and I saw something with a banana. Those are three fruits that I absolutely despise and abhor. So I'm good.
Okay, well, I'm not, because I have a banana pretty much every morning for breakfast.
From
Avocado.
7-Eleven, you already playing with your life.
I have found an amazing affinity for avocado. I hated it when I was a kid, and then you get older and your taste buds change, and you're just like, wow, what an amazing fruit! It's great.
Only in guacamole.
Guacamole, one of the wonders of the world. Who made that? That's amazing.
Only in guacamole. Shout
That's
out.
a that's
Nah,
amazing.
shout out to the creator of guacamole. I know that wasn't a black job, but we appreciate you. Okay? We appreciate you for that
Listen,
because
listen,
whew,
listen. Speaking about guacamole,
oh, here he go.
um, why did the Mexican guy use antidepressants?
Oh God, why Ryan?
For his panic attacks.
Get off my phone. Get off my computer. Get
Dad
I
gang.
just
Dad
I
gang.
just
All right.
and then after that, she decided to tell us that reggae dancehall artist
Oh.
Spice released a song
Yo,
with Busta Rhymes
this is why I love my sister. She made my whole day with this.
called Round Round. Okay. Now, before we started filming, Ryan and I said we should see what this round round is about. And I want those minutes of my life back. Okay.
You
Spice
know,
is so unserious. She
you,
is
you
so unserious.
oh my God, she's the most vulgar artist ever. Like, I love Spice. This record, first time I heard it, and now that my sister said it, I can't like unhear it. She said it
Yeah.
sounds like the most unhinged way to wake up, like alarm clock wake up. That's what
Yeah.
it sounds like. That's
No, it
literally what it
does.
sounds like. But the second time I listened to it, I was like, I could see this being a little bop. Like I could see,
You
I
know why
could
you
kind of
thought it could
see
be a
it.
bop? You know why? Because of Busta Rhymes. Because of Busta Rhymes.
Yo,
Because without Busta Rhymes, this song is an earworm. Okay? Busta
it's
Rhymes comes on the track, and all of a sudden, I was listening in the beginning. I was like, this American cowgirl accent that Spice is
yo, the
attempting
American
for
accent she was
import,
trying to add on was terrible. Like she
not
should have just
not
kept it
it's not
completely
happening.
patois.
Then Busta came on with his little raspy ass voice. All of a sudden, my waist started to whine a little bit. You know what I mean? Because it's Busta, and I was like, oh, I can't help it. So that's the only reason you think it could be a bop, because of Busta.
It's
Spice could have kept that.
It's interesting, like, because I'm already going to see Missy and Busta in August. I just keep thinking about all the people they might potentially bring out. I'm not gonna hold you today, not for this song, but like they're not just gonna bring Spice out to just do one song.
Right.
If they allow this old lady to come out there and be whatless on that stage in Barclays,
You love
when
calling
I tell
somebody an
you,
old lady.
when I tell you how crazy New York is gonna go up for Spice at Barclays, it's gonna be
Nah.
crazy. It's
You
gonna
know,
be
the only time
crazy.
people know that I'm West Indian is when reggae songs come on. You feel me? So if I was in the audience, that's the only time people would be like, "Oh, you're not from these parts." They'd be like, "Oh yeah, you from an island somewhere," because I
Yo,
don't know how to act.
last week when I was telling you to lace up your shoes, and I was like, oh, I'm saying it like a Guyanese, that touched a chord for a lot of West Indian people. They all hit me, was like, I was right with you. I was right there with you. You should have just kept it going. I was like, all right.
Yo,
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes next time.
y'all listen to Round Round and let us know what you think.
Oh my God. Who knew that I
Cash.
needed a Jamaican country music song? Who knew?
No, we didn't. We don't need it.
Who knew
We
I
don't.
needed a Jamaican country music alarm clock song?
I
Who
just
knew?
think I just think it's wild that Beyonce did one album with a country theme, and that everybody is finding roots in country. I mean, I love it, but at the same time, y'all, let's be serious.
Too
Okay.
good. Too good.
In two geriatric men yelling at the sky news. Last night was a presidential debate.
Oh boy.
And
oh boy.
If I want to know why the Democrats did not give Joseph Robinette Biden some hot tea and lemon and a
Red
throat
Bull,
lozenge before he got up on that stage.
something.
Y'all knew that man was sick. Y'all knew that man had a cold. And the only debate that he gonna get out of Donald Trump, y'all let him get on that stage and literally look like a reanimated corpse. How am I supposed to argue for Robinette when y'all had him on stage looking like that?
Yikes. The man the man needed some ginseng. He needed some ginkgo biloba, 7-Eleven coffee. He needed something.
The fact that you said ginkgo biloba, that is my answer for everything. Okay, I can't remember something. I need some ginkgo biloba. Do you understand me? Right. Anyway, last night was so. Like I said, I was interviewed on the street for Fox News, and they asked me what I thought about last night's debate, and I said it was horrible, and I meant that because it was horrible. Okay,
man.
You got one person who couldn't tell the truth if his name was Truth on stage, just spouting all kinds of shit.
Truth Trump.
He had
that's a hard name. Truth Trump. Couldn't say that 10 times fast.
You can say that one time fast, but then we had Robinette, who was obviously clearly under the weather, sounding as though the next breath he took may have been his last while he was on that debate stage, which is not what we needed to present to the American people when we're trying to make a case for why you need to be president. I mean, you about to be 107 when your term is supposed to end in 6 years from now.
We are like up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. What the hell is going to happen in November? Either way, we are screwed.
Either way, we are screwed. I need people to realize that you are not voting for a president per se. You're voting for an administration. Trump's administration has already made it very clear what they're going to do. Again, I cannot stress enough to please look up Project 2025. A lot of things have already been taken back. The Supreme Court, which is now a conservative Supreme Court, has already rolled back the Enron rules. They've also decided that some of the January 6th terrorists, there's an overreach for their actions, like for trying them for their actions.
Right.
They're rolling back green cards. You can't get married now. You can't advocate for your spouse who may not be an American citizen getting a green card if you marry somebody that's international. Now let's think about this, because
That's wild.
Melania Trump's not from America, so are we shipping her back?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Mitch McConnell's wife is also not American born. Are we shipping her back?
We gonna see. We gonna see how this stuff go. Like, I'm exhausted, and it didn't even happen yet. Like, November hasn't happened. I'm
Exhausted.
exhausted. Like, this is too much.
Exhausted.
This is too much.
I just need people to be so for real, because if Donald Trump becomes president, we're going to end up with a super majority Supreme Court, which means that all of the things that our democracy stands for will crumble. He's already stated that he's going to be on his revenge tour. They want to dismantle the Department of Education. They want to dismantle federal agencies and basically replace staunch federal workers with Trump psychopaths, or people who believe in like the Trump ideology. I need y'all to be so for real.
If any of this stuff is allowed, where are you gonna go if you leave America? What other government is going to be I guess in your favor? I know a lot of like I think America is still the place that people are flocking to because of this notion that they can come here and be freer than they are anywhere else in the world. And if you can't come to the place that is supposedly free-ish, where the hell else are you gonna go? We are screwed, Joyhdae.
Yeah, no, we're screwed. I'm not even being facetious when I say this. This is going to be the most honest, I think. I am so disappointed in the Democrats and Joe Biden and how they've dealt with the Palestine and Gaza genocide. I cannot say that enough. However, because I've seen something going around that says like, if you are okay with like Trump's racism and you still vote for him, then like that says a lot about you. And it basically said like, if you're okay about like genocide and still voting for Joe Biden, it says a lot about you. Here's the reality of that situation, right? My heart bleeds for the people of Palestine and for Gaza, but I also have nieces, nephews, and kids who are in America whose futures depend on my vote that is coming up in November.
Right.
I cannot be a one issue voter. I just can't. Yeah. I can't just vote for somebody because I'm angry at something that I do not agree with right now. As big and as atrocious as genocide is, Ryan has 2 daughters that I have to think about.
Facts.
My best friend has 2 daughters that I have to think about.
Facts.
My cousin just had a daughter that I have to think about when I vote.
That's right.
Javon has a daughter and 2. It's just too many that I can't sit here and be like, well, Genocide Joe, I need to vote for an administration that I think will allow me the freedoms that I currently have to hold on to those a little bit longer until we can effectively make a change.
Right.
We can't make a change until Donald Trump dies, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to vote for Joe Biden, even if I don't want to, until Donald Trump dies and he's no longer a threat to the democracy that America is facing. People say you can vote third party. Okay. What do you think a third party candidate's administration is going to be like? Do you think that if a third party candidate wins, or all of a sudden that third party's whole party is now in office? No, it's still going to be Republicans and Democrats.
People really think that the president is the end all be all, which is what Donald Trump thinks. And he's actually running for president. He thinks he's going to get in there and become a dictator. Like, that's not how this goes. And that's not how this works. But if he gets in there and is allowed to really like put a cabinet together that is going to align with his ideologies, we are screwed. Because look at what just 4 years of his presidency did to the Supreme Court.
And we're suffering those ramifications now.
I have 2 daughters.
This is what I need you. I just need y'all to realize too, back to third-party candidates, if third-party candidates were serious about actually being beneficial to America and democracy, then they would spend the off years actually campaigning and building a movement rather than showing up and disrupting presidential elections every year. The Green Party has been in existence for quite some time now. I don't know what kind of organizing they do in which they have more Green Party members getting elected into office, so that way when, say, for some miracle, a Green Party candidate makes sense, we elect that Green Party candidate, that agenda gets pushed. So I need y'all to think, because people aren't serious. They're not serious. It's all about money. And nobody is great. And I'm not saying I'm picking the lesser of two evils, because I'm not. They're both evil. But I'm picking on who I think my nephews, my nieces, all the children that belong to the people that I love, and even the people that I don't know, that they
Right.
have a future that's not rife with the anxiety and fears that I have right now.
Right. Another big question I want to understand from this debate is, what's a black job, Joyhdae? What's a black job? Can you
So
explain it to me, please?
I've seen some takes of this on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's been a few.
Mm-hmm.
So we are currently at our black job right now, which is we're podcasters. We're not podcasters who, have the 50-50 men-women conversation, but a black job is podcasting. Apparently, everyone who works at the TSA line, the TSA in Atlanta airport, that's a black job.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that we have a chairwoman or a chairman in honor of the chair being swung around the world. That's a black job.
Oh. Okay.
The person who asks who all gonna be there, that's a black job.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The person who tells everybody about their space capability but still gets their ass whooped, black job.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
because the people that I know, they're black, and they're like tenured professors at big universities. They're also lawyers and doctors and elected government officials and things like that. These are the people that I know, and they're black. So I was just trying to understand where he was coming from, because if I was to think about those people, the rhetoric he was spewing in this debate just didn't like mull all the way over for me.
no, because what he wanted to say was, they're coming over and taking your low paying, low qualified jobs, and that's the only jobs that he knows that black people can hold.
Gotcha.
I have yet to see any migrant come over here and walk into my job and
because
me no longer be useful.
my sister was telling me something about that was on TikTok about the migrants coming over here, like it was like a documentary kind of thing of a migrant coming over here from Ecuador, spending like something like all her life savings, $28,000 or something, to get smuggled into the country, only to be living on the streets and selling candy on the trains. And she was just like, listen, they sending us back to Ecuador for free on the plane. I'm gonna head back over there and start from scratch. I'm gonna have a better chance there than I have here. They lied to us here. So what are we talking about?
So
what are we talking about? Please,
it's just racism.
Please explain.
It's just blatant racism, and it's them trying to pit us against other people so that they split us up. Right? Because now they want black people mad at Hispanic people, and then they want Hispanic people mad at black people for believing such ridiculous shit. When in actuality, there's jobs for everyone, because a lot of jobs you need some sort of skill and qualification.
Right.
You can't just walk into somebody's building or into some office and be like, hey, I'm a migrant, give me a job. And they're going to be like, oh shit, let's fire the black person and hire you. Like, it just doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
I will say that one thing that I will be bringing into my lexicon that I will be using is letting someone know that they have the morals of an alley cat. That is a bar. I don't care what nobody say. That a bar.
I was looking at something. Joy Reid was like, she was like, that was the one thing that she commended Biden on, and I was just like, what does that mean, Joy Reid? What does that mean, Joyhdae? Like, I don't understand what that means.
Alley cats, from my understanding, they just be going around causing chaos wherever they go. Babies unclaimed, these poor kittens, these poor cats be out here just. So that's what I'm assuming. I honestly saw, like, in my mind when he said it, my brain went to the cartoon, the Aristocats. and I just saw like a cat standing, like one of them like fake mafia cats, and with the toothpick in his mouth
I
flicking.
see.
That's
I
what I
see.
saw.
Ah,
I will be using that. That is a bar. Okay. Next time somebody get out of pocket with me, I'm going to let them know you
yo,
have the morals of an alley cat.
the fact that they was arguing over golf in a presidential debate, talking about I play better golf than you. No, I play better golf than you. You want to play golf with me? I'm ready to play golf with you, but you got to carry your own bag. Let's do this. It looked like a Michael
I
Jackson video. Like that's what it sounded
like
like to me. Who's
also,
bad?
I know that words mean things, but I'm gonna need that if you're going to tell yourself that you're gonna moderate
Oh
something
my
like a
god.
presidential debate, you need to ask questions. You need to call out when people are blatantly lying. You can't just
Mm-hmm.
let them speak freely
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and not question the things that they're saying. Donald Trump stood on that stage and said when he was president, we had H2O and we had crisp fresh H2O. We had the best H2O. We also had crisp fresh the best air. Okay? That man stood on that stage and said that, and not one person who moderated said, I need you to clarify what the hell that means. Okay?
Sorry. I'm so glad I was outside last night because
That man
I
said
could not.
we had clean, fresh H2O.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Then he also said that America is a third world country.
Hmm. Third world
So
to
why you want to
whom?
be, I just want to know, why would you want to be president of a third world country, sir?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Because only he can prevent forest fires. You know, only.
Oh God, we gotta laugh to keep
we,
from
we
crying.
got
This is a shit
yes,
show.
yesterday. Yes. Talking about which. What do you call a grandma that you dating?
I feel like I know this, but I can't think of the answer.
Old Bay.
I I was, I was gonna say, Aunt Bay, but then you said Old Bay. Yo, I hate you.
I'm just trying to get us
I
out of
hate
this
you.
because like let's not. Bad news actually. In my neighborhood, the neighborhood auctioneer just recently passed away.
Oh God.
I heard he was like 75, 80, 85, 90.
Ryan, shut up. Shut up. Actually, I have a couple of bad dad
I
jokes,
have
and then
lots of bad dad
I
jokes.
have two that are completely out of pocket. Also, before we wrap this up, they asked me who I wanted to see if they pulled Joe Biden from
Oh,
the
we still here.
presidential ticket. And I said Gavin Newsom or Pete Buttigieg, who I didn't even really like Pete back in the day, but he's grown on me. Then he tried to throw me with the okie doke because I'm a black woman, asking me, what about Kamala? You know how I know they probably not going to play my interview? Because I said, America does not like black women. Why would I subject Kamala to that?
I wish I really wish they air this because I need this. I need this on my
I'm
phone
going to
so that I
watch.
can.
I'm going to
So,
watch. I have to watch Jesse Waters' show to see
oh,
if they air me. And if they do, first of all, I'm screaming because, wow.
the show is never going to be the same. We might not even have a show because she's Hollywood now. Hollywood.
I'm gonna have to. You're gonna have to put a. I'm gonna have to have like an intro. I'm gonna have to have a separate intro. Okay, Virgo season.
Virgo season show with Joyhdae. That's it. That's all it's gonna say. I'm just here. The
What do you
sidekick.
call a rabbit with fleas?
I don't know.
Bugs Bunny.
Mm. 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 Yo, what's up, Doc? That used to be my show. That and Woody Woodpecker
Yo,
used to be my show.
I loved Woody Woodpecker.
Oh, so good. So good. How do you keep a person in suspense?
Lift them up. I hate you. I absolutely hate you. What's green and smells like yellow paint?
Green paint.
Shut up.
Uh,
I have one joke that is so out of pocket. I don't know if I should say it. And then if it's really out of pocket, you just edit it the fuck out because
okay.
I don't want to get canceled.
All right. What if Shaq moved to Louisiana and forgot how to tell the truth? What would you call him?
Shaq liar.
Jambalaya.
I hate you.
That was terrible.
Okay,
All
here's
right.
my out
What else
of
we got?
pocket one.
Uh-huh.
What's the difference between anal and oral sex? This is so out of pocket. This ain't even the wild one.
God. I'm not even gonna try to guess. What?
Oral sex makes your day. Anal sex makes your whole week.
We said this already, Joyhdae. You got to remember.
Did we?
You just told us you was listeing to No Vab Zone. You got a lot to catch up on.
That wasn't in
I
no
forgot
Vab
about that
Zone.
until the answer came out. Oh man.
Oh.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
okay, I got another one then.
What you
before
got?
I give the completely out of pocket one. This one is an easy answer if you think about it too. What is Peter
Before
Pan's
you
favorite
go,
place?
I kind of killed that punchline.
You did.
Just listen to the words of that punchline. Just listen to the oral makes your whole day. Anal makes your whole week. Too good. I'm sorry. Too good. All right.
All right. Mm-hmm. What is Peter Pan's favorite place to eat out?
Oh, it has something to do with Tinkerbell.
Wendy's.
That's your best joke in a very long time. Oh boy, that's good.
That got me tickled.
That is good. That is good.
Oh my god.
So I went to dinner last night with, like I told you, I was out to dinner with Dante, and so when I had the waitress come over, and when the waitress came over, I was like, "Can I ask you a question about the menu, please?" Mm-hmm. She was like, "That's none of your business."
I don't get it.
Can I ask you a question about the menu, please?
That's none of your business.
All right. Somebody else got that. Virgo Season Show at gmail.com is the email address. Send us emails. You know what you can do? We all have like these phones, so-called smartphones. Y'all don't want to type. So what you can do is just click the voice memo thing, say words, and then just say, click Virgo Season Show at gmail.com. We will get it. We will hear it. We might even put it on the show. Who knows? You could be famous with this famous Joyhdae that's going to be on Fox News tonight. All right?
Oh my God. I am weak. You can also find us at Virgo Season Show on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Drop us a comment. We don't really look at the comments. We don't really, because sometimes I get out of pocket. But
Unhinged, especially when the things be going off, they get unhinged.
I get a little unhinged in the comments. So for your sake, we don't read the comments. But you can follow us at Virgo Season Show on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
So I took a poll this week, and I found out that 100% of the people in the tent were upset. Okay, tell me an unhinged joke.
All right. This is so bad.
Let me brace myself.
Please do. This is so bad.
Okay.
What's the hardest part about eating a vegetable?
Oh boy. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not prepared.
Putting them back in the wheelchair.
You talk about me being Mr. Out of Pocket. Put yourself back in your pocket. What are you talking about? Like, what is this? Bye. Virgo season.